The concept out of sight, out of mind can be triggered by the sound of just one flush. But in Tooele, Utah, that flush triggers a different image.
The process starts at Headworks, where we remove grit, sand, gravel, also paper and plastic items that come down there.
At this plant, a relatively minuscule amount of actual waste results from the sewage coming in because of a system that's the first of its kind in the nation.
The water comes over here to the oxidation ditch, where it's combined with microorganisms. And then those microorganisms do the treatment process. It's an all-natural.
Now, this oxidation process is actually fairly common. What isn't common begins right through these doors.
These are turbo blowers.
Turbo blowers designed by aerospace engineers.
They're spinning at about 20 to 25,000 RPMs. There's no grease involved.
Tooele's plant was the first in Utah to utilize this technology, and this is just a peek at the cutting-edge design they've put in place.
Should we go have a look?
After the wastewater is aerated and cleaned, it enters these mixing mechanisms.
So the process begins by bringing the solids here and thickening them.
This is where the water is extracted, and the solids are filtered into a conveyor tube where they're taken into a big, efficient greenhouse.
It's probably about 110 to 120 degrees in here.
The solids are spread out and repeatedly turned by solar-powered rollers.
There are 6 environmental sensors in here that monitor humidity and temperature. We also have one outside. It also has wind speed and rainfall. And we utilize that information to tell these turners when to turn, how often to turn, and thereby saving energy by not having them run all the time. They only run when they're when it's absolutely necessary to make this product.
The process continues 24 hours a day.
It takes 2 weeks for it to move from this point to the other end. And when it reaches the other end, it's greater than 90% solids.
Solid, dry, and as small as pea gravel, about 1/8 an inch in diameter.
So this is the final product here. It's a gray granular material.
Just the right size to run through a spreader to fertilize a lawn.
They're used at the cemetery, the parks.
The people of Tooele are saving money by recycling the wastewater.
Absolutely. We've got over 315 acres of parks that we're saving thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on fertilizer simply by reusing what we're already getting in the system and having to deal with anyway.
The water extracted during the process is also on course to reuse.
So this is the last step in the process of treating the water.
Many plants use chlorine to disinfect wastewater. It kills the bacteria within 30 minutes to an hour. But this process uses ultraviolet light to kill the germs instantly.
It's one of the more innovative ways of disinfecting water now. And the water travels through those bulbs and serpentines back and forth.
And 100% of the water will be discharged back into the environment.
So the golf course gets the water, but the city also benefits in the sense that we're not using the culinary or the drinking water for irrigation purposes. Frees up that water so people can have it for consumption.
The feedback we've gotten is outstanding. These guys are winning awards for the work that they're doing, and it really goes back to the mayor and the council looking forward enough to see what's best for the community and how we can best provide for the community, but also deal with the side effects of effluent, of course, and still get and be completely environmentally friendly.
There's all kinds of savings that we've already realized in labor, manpower, power, the electricity and things to run the facility, plus this byproduct that we're going to be able to use both on our facilities, our parks, our cemetery, our golf course. It's been positive all the way around.
That's an example of a city making life better for all of us. In Tooele City, Susan Wood for the Utah League of Cities and Towns.